Yay! That's a bit of a weird. That's a bit of a weird way to start a video. Don't recommend don't recommend doing that. But what's good, people? We're back. I am enjoying me a pint of Pepsi, and what might be the last pint of Pepsi I have for a very, very long ass time because I've got to get fit. I might look fit, but I don't feel fit, right? I don't feel healthy. I don't feel like anywhere near the peak of my powers. So I've got to cut out all of this kind of stuff. I've got to cut out pretty much 90% of what I have every day, any day, and get my life back on track. But we're savoring the last of the moments. One thing that won't disappear, those chocolate milk, and I will go to war with whoever motherfuckers want to try and take that shit away from me. Swear by it. But we're back. Talk about Burnley tomorrow night, 8 o'clock. It's Burnley versus Manchester United. And what do we want to say about this game? What do we want? What is there to say about Manchester United Football Club going into this game? A lot of people will take this game and say the season starts here. There's plenty of others that, kind of glass half empty, maybe thinking that they're sort of viewing things from a realistic perspective, that Burnley ain't won a game all season yet. What better way to start your season by hosting Manchester United in crisis? But it is in crisis, quite literally. The club is in complete and total crisis in every single aspect of the club, not just with playing squads or manager, it's everywhere. The whole club is in crisis. So it's kind of feeling a little bit like we're sort of motioning towards that Burnley cause some kind of an upset. But I think with the way that United could potentially line up, player wise, the sort of team that we can put out against Burnley, I could see quite possibly a good professional job get done. Um, I think obviously confidence might still be a little bit dwindled in this team to actually going out to, go get a result. And it's a massive game for Manchester United. Let's not make any mistakes here, right? Massive, massive game for Manchester United because we got to win points. We got to get some points, and Burnley away. It's turf moor, tough place to go. Very tough place to go. You ain't going there playing no stubborn dicey ball. You're going there to play against a company side that wants to try and play its own game, right? And full respects to Vincent Kompany on what he's done with Burnley in the Championship and getting them back up to the Premier League. Big ups to him. Fantastic achievement there. Premier League is a different animal, as we know. And I feel like Vincent Kompany thus far has kind of been a little bit exposed in terms of his approach into games. I think he's probably paid the price, a few too many times, even though it is quite early in the season, to not warrant potentially changing things up a little bit here. Maybe he does it against United, maybe, or he sticks to his guns, and tries to play a little bit more open. Go press the issue, go force the issue on Manchester United. They're the away side here. The game is there to be won, and they'll probably view Manchester United as some kind of a wounded animal. You can smell the blood. Let's go exploit it. I think the positives for Manchester United's perspective is the personnel that we could have available for that game. Selfie and Amrabat could very well start. I'm hoping that he's fit enough to feature in the squad. I mean, I know starting the game might be a bit of a tall order. It'd be a bit of a tall order, but I'm hopeful. I'm ever hopeful. And I think Sophie and Amrabat, I think, could be an enabler. Like how Lisandro Martinez, I speak about Lisandro being an enabler to the centre back player that he has next to him and generally improves his partner's game, right? If Sofian Amrabat becomes an enabler to a player like a Casemiro or Bruno Fernandes, I think it would do a world of wonders for our team when we go to play our stuff home and away. I was wanting um, Amrabat to sort of be the key, uh, you know, key figure in the team to sturdy up our away records and to continue, taking home maximum points, or collecting maximum points at home. But we've already seen that that's not plausible. That's not happening because thanks to Brighton. Um, but yeah, it's shaping up to be another big game, and I think it's going to feel like that if we just continue to lose game after game after game. If we continue to go on a sort of a path, every single game that comes up next just gets even bigger, and the enormity of the games will probably become so big and so important. It's one of those things, and I'm hoping. One thing I'm really hoping for is that we don't end up having a run of form, result wise, like Chelsea do, or Chelsea have done, most notably last season. I don't want to see us go and have a run of games where it's like, oh, you lose pretty much home and away, week in, week out, unless it's against a genuinely crap team. But as soon as a team turns up, steps it up a level, it's kind of curtains. And I'm hoping that we don't see that sort of thing happen against Burnley. I'm hoping that the game against Burnley is a game that United take control of and they make the most of it. And that's what we need to do, make the most of it. We still create a fair few chances, but we need to introduce clinicality, a clinical edge in this team. We need to have a clinical edge. I think Rasmus Højlund could provide that. I'm not saying he will. I mean, as much as he's started off, looking like a solid front man for Manchester United, I think there's still a very long season ahead for him. He's still got, plenty of games that he's got to, prove himself in. Show us what he's made of. And see how he stands the test of time, and to sort of upkeep a solid level, right? I'm not asking you to go score 30, 40, 50 league goals. I'm not asking you to do that at all. Just have a presence and an impact in a game, whichever way it is you so choose to do so, but do it consistently. That's what we want to see in this team, is a bit of consistency. Not consistency in the form of being crap, consistency in the form of actually delivering good performances and having some form of contribution to a positive result. And I think that's what I think we'll want to look out for with Højlund moving forwards. As the same thing with a lot of other players as well. Um, but yeah, with a win for United, I think it's very important, very important, because I think it means that the squad don't sit there and say, "Oh man, we are terribly in the trenches now," because like losing to Burnley and giving them their first win in the Premier League this season, that's not going to go unnoticed. That's not going to get brushed under the carpet real quick. That's going to be put in highlighted text. Yeah. Going to be printed on the front page, going to be printed on the back page, holding all the headlines, right? And the biggest capital L in headlines, yeah? Because that's what Manchester United would be. Just the biggest L, like call it El Trafford. El Trafford is the name of our stadium. If we succumbed to Burnley. And I know it's an away game, and Turf Moor is a tough place to go. It is, but Christ Almighty, Manchester United. If there's a game that y'all got to win in any situation, in any scenario, it's this game. It is this game. It's this kind of a fixture. Um, Burnley, they like to attack. They're open at the back. Manchester United go get goals, man. Go get goals. And if you start with someone to sturdy up the midfield, whoever that may be, um, that can only mean positive things, because it means better control. It means better recycling of possession. The ball distribution's cleaner. The essence of control is more profound. So for me, absolutely critical, mission critical for this Burnley game. And the biggest factor, one of the biggest decisive factors about this, is going to be what that starting lineup is going to be. It's what the starting lineup is going to be. Who's playing? Who's benched? What formation are we going to implement? And something else as well that I just want to bring up as well, that apparently leaks are occurring again. Leaks. People in the media, in the press, are being told things by players. Players are actually writing to these people and saying, "Oh, I don't like this Ten Hag guy. I think he's kind of clueless." Samuel Luckhurst talking out of his arse with all of this, anti Ten Hag stories. I'll tell you one thing: he was saying the same kind of shit after, what was it, the second game last season. Same kind of shit. Was talking about, some senior players believe that the style of football is not right, is not good, and they believe that it's like, who gives a fuck? No one cares what you believe. Nobody cares. You're a player. Sit down, shut up, and do as you're told. If people want to care about what you believe in, how about you retire as a player and start coaching then? How about that? Yeah? How about you go do that instead? But not interested. Absolutely not interested whatsoever. So whoever the leak is, I've not delved much into it. I don't know any names as to who is doing anything of the sorts. So for me, whoever it is, I don't hope that they stop. I hope they get found out and punished. And, I hope Ten Hag actually goes into press and calls him out and says his name. I hope he does. I hope he says, "Oh, yeah, well, this player, who's not in the matchday squad because of disciplinary issues." I think everyone straight away will go, "Oh, so he's been leaking stuff to the press and got found out." I hope that happens. I really do, because it's pathetic. It really is. It's school playground behaviour. It is. It absolutely is. So we'll have to see what happens. And with the game tomorrow, I hope it's a victory for Manchester United. I want it to be a victory for Manchester United. Something that gives us a glimmer of hope. Just a glimmer. Because sometimes it's just the glimmer that you need to be able to maximize that and shine a light on the rest of what is to come. And I think we've got a run of games coming up that I believe will be, there should be plenty of point gainage in those in the next several fixtures. So for me, let's start as we mean to go on. And let's get this win tomorrow night, 8 o'clock kickoff. So yeah, fingers crossed that we get the dub, and we don't hold any more L's, because it would be a catastrophe. But anyways, that's it from me in this preview video. Leave your thoughts, your feelings, and most importantly, your predictions in the comments section down below. If I'm going to place a prediction, I'm going to go just because I think Burnley are probably likely going to score in this game, because obviously Burnley at home, they'll probably score a goal, but more or less might be closer to a consolidation goal kind of thing. A 3-1. I'm going to say a 3-1 to Manchester United is going to be my prediction, um, which is kind of rare. It's kind of rare. It's, the first time in a long time that I've actually predicted that Manchester United will win a game. The last time I predicted Manchester United would win a game was probably the Spurs game. Well, actually, no, was it the Spurs? No, I think it was the Wolves game. I did say that Spurs would probably beat us. And I thought it would be like a 2-1 or a 3-2 or something like that in the Spurs game. But I think since then, um, I think Nottingham Forest I predicted a win in that game. But yeah, in terms of my predictions, pro United predictions, kind of few and far between. But this game, I feel like there's a little bit of something to get behind here. So we'll have to see what happens. But leave your viewpoints in the comment section below. Make sure to smash a like on the video and subscribe. We are on the road to 200 subscribers, people, and we are taking our time. But we are enjoying the scenery, right? We're enjoying the detour routes. We're taking in all the sights. We're taking in all of just taking in everything, the ambience of our journey to 200 subscribers. So um, hopefully we get there relatively soon, because it would mean good progression. It would mean the fuzz process is banging. So yes, hopefully that is what happens. But if it doesn't, it doesn't. That's just the way it is. But anyways, that is it for me tonight. On this channel, at least, I believe I will be starting in about 20 minutes from the point of this video ending over on Wolfgang Division's channel, doing a weekend preview. I think we're going to be going over all sorts of games across the Premier League weekend, and we will be discussing all things football for the Premier League, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a good show. Might be a few other guests on board. Not too sure as for certain who's going to be on the show, but there might be a few other people on there, which would be a pleasant surprise. But nonetheless, that's it from me tonight. Catch me over on the Wolfgang Division's YouTube channel. Literally, just type it in, Wolfgang Division. You'll find his profile picture in the channels tab with a little Chelsea logo at the bottom of his profile picture. And just click on that and it should come up on there. But I don't think he says things like set up in advance. But that's where you'll find me from 9 p.m. tonight, so in 20 minutes. That's it from me, though. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye, God bless, and let's have a smashing weekend. Let's go.